Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Happy Tuesday, right? I hope you got your coffee. All right, got a couple things on tap for today. It's more about JavaFX, right? Good morning. Thanks for coming on along. So we're going to cover all the advanced controls from chapter 13 this week. Don't think we'll get to all of them today, but that's fine. So we'll have a little stuff left over for the 8th. And then next week we'll move into graphics, effects, and media. This will be fun, so you can actually start importing some graphics. There's some fun graphical card sets you can look at if you want to import individual cards, that sort of thing, so we can show some images instead of just doing this all by text. Because, we're moving into GUI applications and we're sick of seeing text on the screen. Not that text is bad and all, but we can do something more interesting. Look at some effects in media, do some fun stuff there. And then on 420, again, little supplemental lecture about design patterns, because that's something that's in the course description. Did you know? Where'd that go? Right. Yeah, where is it? Auto's in here. No, okay, not the description. I was wrong about that. In the outcomes. Aha, here we go. Common design patterns. So apparently that's an outcome, but not in the description. Sure, whatever. So we'll have singletons, adapters, factories, and some other common design patterns. Those ones are great. How do you feel about UML class diagrams? I think I've mostly skipped over that because we kind of do it in 1500. And again, we don't really have Visio, which is the typical tool for it, but I just do them in Word because it's easy enough. Where we can describe our classes with UML. Excuse me. How's UML feel? You guys like that one? Let's see. Let me do this. I'm going to do a poll here for fun. UML. So tell me, you've heard of it, you've used it. Let me know. So there in Twitch chat, you should be able to respond to the poll in chat. Let me know what you think about UML. This is good to practice. Yeah, easy enough, right? So I like doing them in Word because, sure, it's a nice, easy tool that we should all probably have access to. So start a new document, and I'll show you my little cheap way. I go to Insert, and I do a table, and I do a 3x1 table. Okay, remember what you get here. You get the class name here, then you get an attribute list. Attribute, and then the type, :type, because UML is backwards, right? And then you get method list, return type. So not too bad there, right? Let's see. How's the poll doing? Okay, a couple huns. So some heard it, some used it. Okay, we'll spend some time on it then. This is going to be super helpful in terms of planning out what you're going to write when it comes to code. Because these are easy for programmers to share with each other and say, hey, this is what I had in mind for a class. And these are the methods that I think it should have. These are the attributes I think it should have. And we could go from there. So if you're imagining your blackjack game and you're thinking, well, what are all the classes I'm going to need to have to track these things? Am I going to have a player class? Am I going to have a dealer class? Am I going to have a hand class? Am I going to have what am I going to have? We could get them all kind of sketched out here with this UML notation. I think it doesn't have to be super crazy wide or anything. You can adjust all that, but I'm not too particular about the look of it, as you can tell, because I'm doing it in Word. You make these here, and you give it the list of attributes. The minus is for things that are private. The plus is for things that are public. There's also protected if you cared to and wanted to do any of that inheritance stuff. That's the pound sign. Other than that, that's it. Right? It's just a list, and it tells you here's the attributes, here's their type. Like, are they strings? Are they ints? Are they doubles? Are they other classes? Right? You remember, a class can have other classes as attributes. And then methods, and what do they return? Whether or not they're void methods or if they return a particular type. And then if you have arguments, right, we would put arguments in there as well. So they would also be backwards. It's method name, argument name, and type, and then return type. Oh no, look, now I made it too small. I gotta make that a little bigger. Just gotta find the right spot for the arrow. There we go. Right, so this is method name, return type, method name, arguments, right? You just list them all out. So this way you can see what we're gonna need here as we design our classes. So I think what I'd like to do, this was not listed at all, but given we started the final project last week, right, or at least you looked at it, I think probably come maybe on 420 or so, we'll do a little checkpoint where I'll try and schedule meetings with you folks, and we can talk about maybe some UML class diagrams and see what you've got so far in code to help you folks along. So let's plan for that this week here of 420, 422. I had big plans. 422 is actually my birthday, and I had big plans. I was going to go get a new tattoo, and I was like, oh, I mean, things shouldn't be that busy. And the guy that got recommended to me said he's booking out in June already, and I was really sad. I just heard back this morning. Like, I was really thinking like 2.5 weeks would be 3 weeks would be enough notice that I could do it right on my birthday, but no, that was sad. But we'll find some time to meet up. Make sure you've got something going this week, and then on 429, hopefully we can meet up synchronously over Zoom, and you can take turns sharing your game and showing the rest of the class what you came up with, which is really fun because everyone kind of approaches it a little bit differently, designs it a little bit differently, and that's really the interesting piece of coding, right? Is that's the art side of things that, you know, everyone thinks of it a little different, and they design it a little bit different, and their layout of their buttons, or I mean, even just, you know, what cards they picked. If you found a really funny set of cards online, that's all fun, and it's all really interesting to see everyone's take on it. So we're going to plan a 429 for that, for presentations. So is this too late then? I don't know. Maybe we want to do. Do you want to do that the week of 413 and 415? Try and do some check-ins. We'll see. I thought 420 and 422 might be better for some check-ins. Well, let's plan to do the check-ins then, and then that gives you, after you check in, another week and a half-ish or week-ish, depending on when we do a check-in. We'll plan on that. Okay, so I'll try and meet with everybody individually or your pairs. Is anybody pairing up with another classmate? It's all right. Bitrate's a little low. Oh man, is it going laggy again? I'm not having any luck today. Laggy. Oof. What is going on? Okay. Let me give it a second. Yeah. Yesterday I had to reboot the router. I thought it was behaving a little better. Let's see. Oh, it is sad. You're on the 5 gigahertz band. It should be okay. This is what I get for using Wi-Fi. Okay, that's looking a little better. And then worse. It's gonna be one of those days, I guess. All right, let me go kick my router, and it's going to kick me off for a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Sorry for the trouble. Let's see. Throw some music on. I'm going to go give that a kick.